With the all-new Kona Electric, Hyundai is now offering a subcompact SUV which is fully electrically powered. They promise a maximum range of 462 kilometers. How far we really get and what else that Kona delivers, let's find out now. There are two different battery sizes available for the Kona Electric. There's the so-called long-range version, which offers 64 kilowatt hours and a promised range of maximum 482 kilometers. And the smaller version, which then comes with 39.2 kilowatt hours, should offer a maximum range of 312 kilometers. But very important is the size of the battery does not only affect the maximum range of the car. Those who opt for the smaller battery must be satisfied with 136 horsepower and a top speed of 155 km per hour. The more powerful version offers 204 horsepower and a maximum of 167 km per hour. Our Kona Electric offers 204 horsepower or 150 kilowatts, and this is combined with a maximum torque of 395 Newton meters. And with this, the car got a top speed of 167 kilometers per hour and it accelerates from 0 to 100 in only 6.7 seconds. But the more interesting thing is we do have three different drive modes on board, which are called Eco, Comfort and Sport. And if you use Sport with that car, that really is a game changer. If you, just like I do now, change into it, and you then push the pedal to the metal with a speed of 50, which we are now at the moment, this is what's going to happen. So it's not only the acceleration, it's also that the front wheels start spinning. So I can tell you, such a small SUV with 204 horsepower, electrical power on the front wheels is really something special. Due to the battery, electric vehicles are generally heavier than classic cars. At the Kona we talk about, depending on the equipment, over 1,769 to 1,818 kilograms. This is about 500 kilograms more than the normal Kona. And of course you notice that while driving. Although our Kona is fast thanks to its 204 horsepower. But it is rolling a bit more and you feel the weight on the brakes. The Kona Electric features almost the completely same design language as the standard Kona, and this is the reason why we do find here as well these very sharply designed headlamps in full LED technology with the above mounted daytime running lights. But there are some real differences regarding to the standard Kona as well. For instance, that car featuring a completely new front bumper with a redesigned air intake. But I think the most obvious difference is the closed grille, and that not only is improving the aerodynamics of the car, it's also the place where you can put your cable when you need to charge your Kona. At a corresponding fast charging station, the Kona Electric can be charged up to 80% in less than 1 hour. Similar charging times are created by the competitor Volkswagen e-Golf or Nissan Leaf. However, it takes much longer to load at a local wallbox. The Kona with a 64 kWh battery takes 9.5 hours. The Golf's 35.8 kWh battery needs around 5.5 hours. And the 40 kWh battery of the Leaf takes 8.5 hours to be fully charged. What you can see perfectly here from the side are the modified air intakes at the front, which are optimizing the airflow into the front wheel arches. By the way, the Kona Electric comes as standard on 17-inch alloys, which are having a positive effect onto the drag coefficient of the car as well. Looking at the whole car, it takes all the design elements of the standard Kona, but very important, with 4.18 meters, that car is 15 mil longer than the standard Kona, and by the way, 20 mil higher. If you look at the rest, you will find all the standard design elements of the standard Kona, but the silver blade here is especially and only available for the Kona Electric. You can order that car in 7 different colors and 3 different roof colors, which are always matching the rear view mirror color. But very important, the white roof you can only order when you buy a Kona Electric. The Kona Electric offers 4 different modes of recuperation, which we can choose with our pedals here at the steering wheel. That starts from 0, which means no recuperation, and goes up to 3, which means the car recuperates so much that it is a bit like driving a slot car race when you push the pedal. So that means you really do only need the brake when you have to brake really hard. The 204 horsepower combined with the sports mode of the Kona Electric really creates a very nice package. And the good news is the steering as well as the suspension works absolutely great together with that amount of power. And so you can really have some extra fun with this tiny little SUV if you're gonna push it a bit more hard. At the rear of the Kona Electric, there are only 2 main differences regarding to the standard Kona. The first thing is that car features a completely redesigned rear bumper, and the frame around the lower taillights is completely new as well. But now let's have a closer look into the boot. With the rear seats up, the Kona Electric offers 322 liters of maximum boot capacity. If you fold down the rear bench, then that increases up to 1,114 liters. The space the Kona Electric offers, I think, is absolutely sufficient. Me as a tall person, I do sit quite comfortably here at the front, and there's still some headroom left. Of course, behind me it's a bit tight. But if a standard person would take place here at the front seat, I think another one should easily fit behind. How tight it really is inside here when I sit at the front, we've tried that before we started our trip. The interior of the Kona Electric is really nice. Of course, we do have some plastic like here and there, but very important is that plastic looks really nice. And so you don't hear any noises of anything is moving inside, so everything is the way it should be. Regarding to what the car offers is, we do have a 7-inch screen here at the cockpit, and we do have an up to 8-inch screen here at the center console. And with that together, you really control the whole car. And both of them are very nicely made, and on top of it you can have, if you want, head-up display as well. Something that makes the interior of the Kona Electric different to the standard Kona is for sure the center console, because we do have, of course, cup holders in here, but we also have the drive-by-wire system, which offers you 3 buttons, which is D for drive, R for reverse, and P for parking. The Kona Electric is certainly not a bargain with its base price of just under 35,000 euros. The e-Golf costs from 35,900 euros, the Nissan Leaf from just under 32,000 euros. And an Opel Ampera starts at over 40,000 euros. Hyundai says the Kona Electric should take 14.3 kilowatts per 100 kilometer driven. During our test drive on the motorways and into the countryside around of Oslo, we only used 13.5 in average, but we have to be fair, we only drove about 80 to 100 kilometers per hour. But still, we're beneath the figure that Hyundai is promising. But very important is, if you drive the car in sports mode and push it a bit more, you easily can get above 50. That was my first test drive with the brand new Kona Electric. What I like a lot with the car is that it looks so much like the standard Kona, so we still have this unique design and shape of the car. What I don't like so much is what they did to the grille, because I think that design now is a bit boring. Regarding to the interior space, I have to tell you, there is more than enough even for tall people like me at the front seats. But when you want to sit behind me, that's a bit tight, but that's standard for such a small car. What is very interesting is that we only use 13.5 kilowatts per 100 kilometer driven, and that's even less than what Hyundai promised. And I have to tell you, it's an absolutely pleasure to drive such a powerful car with 204 electric horsepowers here around the city of Oslo.